Hello, I'm Dava, and I'm back to talk to you today about my experience with graphics cards. Now, let me say this. I've been a fan of AMD for quite a while. Their CPUs. I started with an AMD processor, and the majority of the systems that I've built were AMD. I also have had a great admiration for the stuff Intel did from their Core 2, Core Quad onwards. That was amazing. But as far as graphics cards go, I've pretty much been Nvidia. Now, I'll get a smoke while I'm telling you. It's not that in the past that the AMD graphics cards were bad. It was just, the quality of the experience was always better with Nvidia, for me anyway. Well, I had two R9 280X's 3GB. They were actually quite good. But then my workstation wouldn't take, it couldn't power both of those cards, and over time I just went back to Nvidia. I was actually doing some streaming to the computer via, I can't remember what it's called, Steam Stream, and playing it on a machine that wasn't in the same room. Now, for many years I had a GTX 970, and I was pretty happy with it. I was gaming in 2K, and that was because I had an Angora 3D telly that the panel would do, a proper 2K. It wasn't in any of the native resolutions, you couldn't really select it, but as long as you could change the custom res, which I was very used to, that was long earned over a lot of time learning how to do it. I was used to that with Nvidia. So then, the 970 was showing its age, and I had to do something. And I had this 4K telly that I've got now, because the Angora, I went away to the Philippines to visit my then ex, and I come back and the TV was fried. And but anyway, I got this 4K telly, and over time I'm thinking more and more about this, and I'm thinking, I need to get, I can't be surviving on it was 3.5 gigs of VRAM, and it wasn't a good situation for me. So I researched, and I was thinking about buying an old an old Titan. But you know, they're rare and the prices fluctuate, and it's oh man, and not all of them support DirectX 12, and I'm using Windows 10, which is DirectX 12 native, and all this other stuff. I weighed up the pros and cons, and I decided, right, for what I'm getting, the specs look similar enough to the RX 480 8GB, and I'm like, right, well, that kind of should take on one of the older Titans. Oh no, it did not. So when he stopped screen tearing, micro stuttering, and it just kept doing it. And I tried to contact Sapphire in case I'd got a dodgy card. Turns out the serial number on my card doesn't exist in their serial system, or whatever you want to call it. So that was £200 down the drain. I checked the card itself, it seems plenty genuine. So maybe it was one of the early ones before they sorted out their serial number system or something. I am very unimpressed with Sapphire. This is actually the second time I've tried to return something to Sapphire for them to tell me to hoof it on your bike. No, their customer support is a joke. Avoid Sapphire. Wow, just blew my nose. Wow. So, I was left with this dud of a card. But you know what? Even after 6 months, updates and whatever else, other people were complaining about this kind of stuff. Endless flipping screen tearing. You know, the software wasn't great. It was an improvement on what they'd done before, but the software wasn't great. The drivers weren't great. They weren't really bothering. Even the head of the graphics department went to Intel. It doesn't take a genius to work out that they weren't investing enough in their cards. On paper, it looks like you're getting a good deal. Actuality, no. What you're getting is the hardware, the actual hardware that should, I mean, if it was Nvidia writing AMD drivers, we'd be laughing. This software engineers must be, you know, they're competent, but the AMD ones, I'm sorry guys and girls, you are not competent at this job. You are, oh man, did they get interns to do it? Do you know what I mean? What is going on there? I don't want to be too harsh on them, because on the surface of it, it looks like they're giving you good value for money. But I'll tell you something, my experience for 6 months had me going out my head. Out my head. Right, so I'd fire up DC Universe Online, which is a long time MMO that I've been playing, right? first played it in 2011. I float away from it and I come back, whatever. I've got over 5,000 hours on it. And over the head, this AMD graphics card, I lost contact with at least one friend because it became an unplayable experience. And DC Universe, DCUO as it's called, right? It's not an intensive game. You should be able to just, you can play it with something much lower end. Total flipping joke. I went on and I waxed lyrical with the, Team Red, and I wrote them a personal little blog article about how I was going to try Team Red for a while, and I didn't get any help. I went back and asked for help. How's this happening? Nah. Did I have to write a blog about it? No, didn't they? But I just felt that do I feel Nvidia is giving us value for money? Well, as Jim for Adobe TV pointed out, they're just no giving us value for money. And that's true. They're no. Now, if you go back to, I don't know, 2011, where you could get a 660 Ti and you could put 3 of them in SLI, those days were value for money. Because you were taking down the top Nvidia cards back in for £600. That was worth it. I even recently wrote them some feedback saying, do you know what, you could get £600 out of me if you were doing it so I could buy 3 cards and put them together in SLI like I did back then. We'll see what they do. Now, I've got some claims to fame, and I'll get to why I'm in a minute, right? Why I'm talking about this. I invented the Windows 7 recovery partition. Windows 7 was your idea. It was my idea. I've done a couple of things. Like all the feedback I send companies and then I see them doing my idea, right? I'm wearing Corsair headphones. Corsair headphones that I sent them detailed feedback how to make, and they did it. That's brilliant. It's great when a company listens to you. Now, one of the things I did was, I must have sent about 50 feedback to Nvidia about sampling, downsampling, upsampling technology, right? It is way more powerful than anti-aliasing, by a factor of 10 at least. It is crazy more powerful than AA, and it doesn't cost your card anything except for VRAM. So you're no getting your card as hard a time. So as long as you load it with VRAM and you use your sampling correctly, wow. So back to the point. Even though Nvidia listens to customers, I don't feel we've had them listening recently as far as pricing goes. And you know, like there was that thing where we found out that all the cards they get returned to them. Did that mean that they had the cards up front and we didn't have to go through this drought of 2 years of just craziness with the cryptocurrency miners? And we could have had a normal market where you could get stuff about half price a year later. But no, having to pay even more than the RRP to get a 2-year-old second-hand card. Well, right now I'm rocking a GTX 1070. I couldn't afford the TI. 1070, 8GB. In my HP workstation. I'm super no happy with Nvidia either. You know, they put out a quality product, right? And I will not deny that. As far as value for money goes, they're milking us. And I'm no happy about that. Especially what's happened with the mining and all that. You might say, oh well, most it was the AMD cards. So what you complaining about, Dav? I mean, the software isn't great anyway. Which, thinking about it, I just had that idea the other day. Maybe that's why the software isn't great, because they knew it was going to mostly miners. You would think AMD, like who were the price king, could at least got their drivers working smoothly. I'm not talking about excellent optimization and all this, right? Which is something Nvidia does, right? And I had problems in AMD games as well. Tearing, micro stuttering. See that card? It's sitting in a drawer. It's sitting in a drawer. I've lost the place a wee bit right now. You would have thought that AMD could at least put enough money into the software engineering that it wouldn't tear and micro stutter. You could say to me, well David, do you not think you got a fake card? It wasn't just me complaining. So there you go. There was enough people complaining that it wasn't that it was a problem that wasn't getting fixed. Oh, there's Charlie's Paul Weller cover. I better wrap up. I feel this overwhelming urge to warn people to stay away from AMD. What do you do about that? Because they're giving you at least perceived value for money. I mean, if the card doesn't work, it's no value for money. But, you know, it feels as if they're trying. And it just feels like Nvidia's no. But then again, that extra money must be going to software engineers, Nvidia's software engineers, to make sure that everything's running well. I've got an HP Z600 workstation. I have Xeon Twin Xeon 5650s, and I have 24 gigabytes of DDR3 1333 RAM. I also have NVMe drives. That card should have ran the RX 480. That's 8 gigabytes, it should have ran. What did I tell people? Did I say, if they ask me about a graphics card, what did I say? I have to say NVIDIA because it works, or I'll look the fool. I'll look like the idiot if I steer them to AMD. Aye, they might save themselves 60 quid, but ultimately everybody's the loser when it doesn't work as it's meant to. So that's why, well, we definitely need a third contender. You know, I don't think SIS make cards anymore with S3 graphics. We don't have a third spot, so... Oh, time up. So, I've got to recommend NVIDIA even though it's essentially no value for money.